Hey everybody, AJ here. Welcome back to another video. I know I look so dead inside. I'm not. Just been going through a lot lately and working a job, but trying to stay positive. Um, even though I tell everybody, stay positive, stay mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually healthy. Your boy sometimes isn't always going to be 100%, but for this video, I'm going to talk about miracles that I saw in real life miracles. And a lot of this is going to do with when I was homeless in Texas. Um, so the times that I saw miracles were probably at my lowest when I was homeless. I remember, I don't know if you guys remember the video that I made. There's a couple of videos I made when I was homeless. But there's this nice guy, his name is Kirk. He put me in a hotel for a week. Um, he put me in a hotel for a week, and that's one of the biggest miracles that I saw. And I do believe that it was a sign from a force, God, the universe, whatever you want to call it. Because during this time, I had lost my car and I had nowhere to sleep. And I remember the first night that I had to go to sleep for work. I remember that I was walking around Texas trying to find a spot to sleep, and I remember I couldn't fall asleep. And then that was the same night that I had a bunch of cops stopping me at like 12 in the morning asking me what I'm doing because I'm carrying around 2 backpacks. Kirk had actually given me a backpack full of stuff that I would need, that I needed very much. And, when I get stopped by these cops and they're asking me what I'm doing, and I was so filled with rage and sadness that I just told them that I don't want to be bothered. And, like, they had no reason to stop me. There was no reason. And after I get done talking with the cops, I feel hopeless. And I remember I stayed at this church in Texas. I stayed behind like this tomb looking thing. And I slept on the ground. And I didn't sleep very much either that night. I maybe slept for like an hour or two and I was up. And I had to be at work that same morning. I remember after that work day, I hit up Kirk and I texted Kirk and I was like, I really, I'm sleeping out on the street now. I don't have a car. I told him all this stuff that I don't have, anywhere to go really. Um, so he's like, give me a call later. We'll meet you somewhere. It was him and a couple other people. So I meet up at Walmart, and they're like, we can put you in a hotel for a week. What's the most convenient what's the nearest hotel so we can make it convenient for you? And he puts me in a hotel for a week. He put me at a Texas Inn, and he gave me a $250 Walmart gift card. I remember it all. It was like it was a new beginning, because there were nights where I cried my eyes out and I feel like I didn't have anybody, I just had myself. And I was doing this YouTube while I was being homeless and working. I really didn't have anybody. I remember that was the most significant miracle that I have, but there are other miracles that happened. I remember my second like miracle that came was there's this one lady that was in Texas, and she I remember I was doing laundry with like the little money I had, um, that I had made from basically panhandling, because my job did not pay me yet. I have not received my paycheck yet, so I was literally working for free basically. And I'm sitting inside this laundromat, and this lady comes up to me that she's the owner of the laundromat, and she's like, "Are you staying anywhere? Do you have any family? Do you have any friends or anything?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not from Texas. I'm not from the area." And I tell her that I'm from Wisconsin, and I don't really have any friends or family that I'm in contact with. And she's like, "Where are you staying?" I'm like, "I'm homeless." And I tell her that, and she's like, "I'll find a place for you, and there's possibly a stay. There's possibly a place you could stay at for the night." And she's like, "Do you work?" I'm like, "Yeah, I work at this job, but this job's not giving me really any hours. They were giving me like 40 hours, I think, that one week, but then they cut my hours because that they find, if you're working for a bad employer and they find out you're homeless, they're cutting your hours for sure. They won't give you any hours. I don't know what the deal is, but they'll just cut your hours. And I remember, the lady at this laundromat, she's like taking me in. Basically, she took me in and she did my laundry for free, and um, she let me stay at her laundromat for the 3 nights before I left Texas. She let me stay with her, not with her, but she let me stay in her laundromat. And I remember, like, these are all miracles that happened to me. And they happen for a reason, because everything does happen for a reason, that's good or bad. But, you know, whatever situation you are going through, whether that's homelessness, it's losing your job, or it could be anything in your life. That there's always forces that are listening, and that they just know when to hit you at the right time when you're at your lowest. And I would say, like, one of the last miracles that I know, there's so many miracles that happened, but I guess one of the more significant, like, miracles experiences is my suicide attempt. And during this time, I was in a very dark place. I had a lot of debt to my name. I wasn't doing mentally well, and I was trying to cling on to everything that I didn't want to lose. But I was in such a bad space at that time. I was so narcissistic. I was just so over my head with everything, and I thought I was the shit, and I wasn't. And I just felt everything was falling apart. But that night, when I tried to take my own life, something told me in the back of my head, something came over me where I didn't go through with it. I didn't go through the suicide attempt that I had and everything, and I didn't go through with it. And I know that there is an invisible force at work, rather that's God, the universe. It it kept me here. It kept me here. It kept me alive. It kept me in this world, because I was God wasn't ready for me to go. God wasn't ready for me to leave. I couldn't leave behind the people that need me the most, and I couldn't leave behind this world, because everybody is here for a reason. Whether you like to hear it or not, everyone is here for a reason. And I believe that I have a mission to accomplish. There's loved ones out there that need me, and those are all miracles that happened to me, during like the year that I went through. I'm here for a reason, and that'll be the video for today. Just a shorter video of miracles came that just that came at the right time when I needed it the most. Is these times. So um, I'm gonna upload this video later. I gotta get heading to the shelter. It's not that far of a walk, but I do want to start heading that way. So you'll see this video later. Thank you to everyone who is subscribed. Thank you for rocking with me. We're going to be releasing more videos here soon. Just like I said, I've been going through a lot, so bear with me. Thank you guys. All right, have a good one.